In 2020, early 2020, when I was watching the ABC still, and I thought, oh no, I can smell propaganda a mile off, this is crazy, and turn it off. What do? I found there was a rally. Canberra, Parliament House, turned up 7 of us, me, Mike and 5 other people. And then he was planning another rally, and I don't know if you've seen the photographs of the, let's say, between 10,000 and 2 million people that gathered for the convoy to Canberra. And that is where I met these fantastic people.
I was also very passionate about every individual having the choice to choose what medical interventions they want to or not want to give to themselves or their children.
So lockdowns again in Sydney, and the NRL Grand Final was allowed to go on. So I'm like, we're not allowed outside, we don't go anywhere. That's what protested the NRL Grand Final, because the trains are going and people are allowed to go there, let's go there. It was torrential storms, about 30 people turned up, the riot squad came in. They said, yous are dangerous, yous are breaking the law, this is a crime, you're going to cause harm to everybody that's here. There was 30,000 people in the building next to us.
I found Barbara O'Neill's video online, and as soon as I heard what she had to say about health and how we can actually take care of our own health, we don't need to rely on the experts to do so for us, as long as we take our responsibility to change the things in our environment. Stop this craziness. I mean, this is our body, it's our vessel. It belongs to us. It houses our spirit. So we have to have choice as to what we do with it and what comes into it.
We got the first complaint that someone lodged. Now I'd like to ask you, Barbara, these people, how many complaints did you get?
There were 3 complaints. I think it was 2018. I gave a talk at one of Michael's gatherings, and I spoke on the 8 basic laws of health. The next week, Friends of Science put up on their website, we need some volunteers to take this lady down. And so 3 came forward. They must have gone through what I say with a fine-tooth comb. And one of them was, I advise for a baby 10 months old to put a piece of apple in a little cloth, net bag, and they suck on it. They said the baby could choke on the net bag. Now when we got the complaints, Michael and I both laughed. We thought, surely this is a joke. And we talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer said to Michael, now she does this all the time. She said, I can't believe it, they've got nothing on you. And Michael said, does that mean she'll get off? She said, no, she'll get a life ban, but she won't go to jail, because if she was guilty, she'd go to jail. So my whole ban rests just on that.
It was, if we lose our ability to speak, we've lost everything. The CSIRO's got the transformation, it's called the Synthetic Biology Roadmap. They've got an edible insect roadmap. Precision fermentation, which uses a genetically modified bacteria to be able to create food products, is really being funded heavily by the government. And they can call that non-GMO, even though it's completely genetically modified. It's basically, the messaging is synthetic is sustainable. Our food systems aren't safe, and even if we do a little bit on our own, it's still not safe.
And it's my mission to see a healthy planet and healthy people. And from my experience of it as a barrister and understanding human rights, I just couldn't believe that this bill was going through.
Then suddenly we had this COVID nightmare, and I just thought, no, we've got to do something about this. So of course I found the Heart Party, which was IMOP then, and they, to me, and still are, the party with the greatest integrity.
And I can choose for me. No one gives me that choice. I get to choose, will I stand up? 2020 was when I raised my head above the parapet. Until then, for 20 years, I knew not to do certain things. But then I went, no, this is the time to stand up.
Michael came up to me and said, are you attached to a party? I said, no. He said, you want to run for IMOP? I said, yeah, sure. And I want to thank Michael and IMOP. They were great support.
Michael O'Neill is a damn legend who I love immensely. So make some noise for Michael O'Neill.